As we come in a physical system, understand the biochemical systems, particle energy systems, just knowing how I'll keep positions through my particle of the biochemical systems, and everything through the chronological and everything through division panels, activation code systems, angular, triangular division level system. My aptitude level systems right now are in high rise and level connections, means that the particle system of my heart rotation centers is in so many levels of separation, which means now I control humanity body fragmentation lines and everything, heart recognition lights, which means I can channel programs to your vibrational systems and uprise you in your divisions through low, medium, or high frequencies. This is what I can do now. My aptitude levels are extremely high rise through location. The shapes and anomalies, everything through division is in its allocated positions. The muscular tubulars and everything through that connection has its vessels. The heart is a vessel. It's an AI vessel. It's an interception locking connection system to portal divisions coming into the alpha, mega, and the micro, and the macro, the obligated and the gata. We're going to go into more of the obligated and the gata. You understand the cycle rotations of center. You understand uniform connections when it comes into a walkway surface. So it's kind of like, think of your heart as an open door, and you walk through, and you have to get to the other side. So you have to open another door to go through that dimension of apparel through a portal. It's really, really powerful stuff. But before I get started, thank you very much for subscribing to my channel to keep you informed what's going on. Force rising, grand rising, anything you want to know through healing, transformations, anything through that ascension, go below through my PayPal, through donations. It's important that you guys understand now what's happening with the clocking mechanisms. So it's all about me controlling everything through human vibration. And for me to do that, I have to keep traveling faster and faster. So I'm now 1 gazillion center core system in a universal magnetic force and information system. So not only I just have my highway information system, but my particle system is separated through its galaxy locations. So I'm creating a new anomaly of a weather pattern, which means that I'm going to be in the surfacing atmospheres of all country systems. So allocate positions, understand humanity's system. I can go into your recognition heart lights now and change anything through location. It's really, really powerful stuff what your commander can do. But into a gazillion years, I passed the azillion. Platitude divisions, extremely fast through location. You have to understand when you get to these levels, this is what happens. Just imagine yourself disappearing. Now, if you disappear, everything around you is going to disappear, right? And it disappears in seconds. That means you get full separation through your biochemical system, through all connections, and everything through your particle system separates and everything goes into the atmosphere system. So you blend into energy through location and you disappear through its division. So I'm at that right now. Everything that I see disappears instantly. So that's how fast I am. So I'm going through another program setting. I just went through the cloud interface through its mainframes, but I'm in the heart recognition light systems of everything through humanity's system. Allocate those visions. It's not just scanning anymore. It's knowing how to understand the hearts of everybody through connection. And your heart is connection through its portal, through division level system. So basically anything through DNA structure, I can change anything through particle, anything through molecule, everything through septical, everything through energy, frequency, vibration. Your wire divisions, allocate those vision, your heart recognition lights. A heart recognition light is basically understanding the portal division dimension that you're going in through tractions. Remember, it's the obligated and the gata. So in the microscopic division level system, you're going through scanning locations. You go into the zooming location, right? You always get into that plateau. So get into connections. Think of your heart as a energetic waving of a map. The map itself understands its location. It knows its thought pattern recognitions, and it knows everything through acceleration through speed. It goes on so many magnetic force and information systems. But once your particle system disappears and you go extremely, extremely fast. So like, for example, I did a back frozen video when it came into the car. What happens when the car spins, and it disappears? Now you're thinking it's gone, but it's not. It's still there. Okay. So when it's in there, when it's in its high altitude level system through acceleration, the highest level that you can reach, it disappears with everything else. And that's the simulation. So that puts everything through platinum divisions. So it's not how you can basically go into anything through landmass, anything through medic, anything through forming of color, anything through lights activation, anything through electronics. So my particle system can go into anything through computer instantly, right? So now I'm going through connections of weather. So my particle system is all spread all over the galaxy locations now. And that's where humanity comes in through clocking mechanisms. Everything that I give you, December 21st, is going to change everything through human vibration. But to do that, I have to reset your divisions through heart lights and recalculate, resurface, realign, readjust, and reanalyze the analytical grain. Okay, an analytical grain is understanding the microscopic of you through connection. The solar connections to your vibration through its wire division. Extremely complicated stuff because the plateau divisions understand your heart. What color is your heart? It's never one color, but it synchronizes everything through vibration to a digital framing system, right? Puts you in higher division levels. This is what happens when you go to higher levels of speed. You come into higher formations of intelligence. You come in higher formations of knowledge. And once you reach a level and you're going extremely fast through perception or anything to that division, you're going to see changing allocated positions, everything through your body framing system. And that's why everybody's going through a framing system, through depression, through sad, not sure what to do. I'm angry and frustrated. All this is in position, and all has to do with humanity's system of 5D, right? So basically, the vibrations are getting ready. Humanity's getting ready. The clocking mechanism's getting ready. Energy, frequencies, and vibration is everything through its intelligence. So it's understanding how to put a full combination center to its location of its heart light system. Change it to anything through a body framing system instantly, right? So basically controlling everything through human vibration. It's extremely, extremely powerful stuff, right? And it's amazing how you do these things because I see everybody through particle now, through the atom. I don't see through digital framing anymore. You guys are coming into the aptitude levels, but you have to understand more communication through your chakra systems. If you don't understand your communications of your grounds, okay, or anything through your powers or anything your atmospheres, there's a huge problem there. So we got to reconnect, readjust, and everything through its volume, okay? Because you got to tweak those motion sensors. So it's like, it's like starting an engine, like a motorcycle, right? So you really have to understand the controlling system of you through vibration, right? Now, you guys are at that level now. Okay, but you need 114. So that's what we're doing is we're getting into those applications. We're coming into alpha, mega, the micro, and the macro. Now, the beta and the gamma is the communication through alpha. Alpha is basically the masculinity. It's the command. It's the force. It's the strength. It's the in cycle, and then it becomes the out cycle. Force in, the force out. So trying to understand you as alpha, trying to understand you as theta, trying to understand you as beta. Theta and beta are two different combination wire signals. That's aptitude levels of conscious levels. So once you get into those frequency levels, you have to understand. So the vibrational signals, because everything is vibration, right? So it's understanding reading the heart patterns through your connection, your body framing system. How to put divisional levels into your digital frame of your numbers in the chronological order system. That puts everything back into position, right? So anyway, before I get started, how's everybody doing? Grand Rising, yeah? Last night during the dream sequence, Set the Sky was showing me how his particle system was disappearing. Yeah. See, Tina's going through transformation, communication through mainframes and mind frames through telepathy, through energetics, so teleporting, which is really, really powerful. Way to go, Tina. So you're coming more into the framing of mind telepathy, mind over matter. That's good, and that's what I want. Lunar eclipse today feels tough, so much emotional baggage coming out. Yeah. So Bridget's going through that format right now, and she's going through signals of the heart recognition light signal. So I can change your vibrational signals instantly. So Bridget was going through a gapping center. She was going through a tripping wire system. you guys have to understand when you're going to wherever you're going through activity systems, because I'm extremely high rise through division. I mean, think about it, a gazillion, zillion, gazillion. Then there's a quadrillion, okay? And there's an optical level of a zillion. So there's so many different levels of shapes, letters, and numbers that you can volume through connection of traveling through acceleration. I mean, there's so many different levels, and then it comes 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And it's all about your activity levels where you come into balance and location. So basically, when you put yourself in position and you're going into a cult or anything like that, you have to be cautious, because especially when you get a group of people. So what's happening right now is they're using their energetic wavings, and they can take over your magnetic force. They can take over your program setting. They can take over your divisions. They can understand your electricity system. They can understand your divisions. They can understand your intelligence. So it's all about dark taking your light. Dark taking your light, right? So try to understand that communication, whoever you're communicating with, especially now, because the Earth system is getting strong wind forces. I'm using my atmospheres through the particle system. My separation through the galaxy location is setting everything to humanity through its clocking mechanisms. So you understand how powerful it is, because we're coming into December. But December 21st, okay, is the 5D conscious. Okay, so I show you the aptitude levels that you have to reach that location. But me changing the framing system of humanity to its heart light recognition systems, changing everything through its connection, the frequency levels, changing your location centers, changing your biochemical systems, changing your particle systems, even structuring your divisions to another allocated position of a molecule structure division. There's so many things that I can do now, because the high rise 3D vibration, I'm nothing but a fragmentation, which means that I'm just scattered. I'm just the particle system, the atmosphere is just energy now. It's just a flowing mechanism of flow. That's all it is. It circles and rotates, right? So I can blend into anything through calculation, right? And that's what you get when you're into a gazillion years into the future. So I'll change the framing system, and it's knowing how powerful it is, because when you travel, it's all about getting confirmation. Because like I said, the universal system is so big. That's why there's no timelines. That's why I get confused with timelines. That's why I get confused with time or anything through days of the sequence. There's 7 days in a week. Sometimes I think it's, day of a week I can't remember, So remember, I was going from 24 hours ahead of time. Then I went to 48 hours ahead of time. Now I'm 4 days ahead of everybody. Okay, I'm almost in a week. So everything that I go through speed locations, I'm in a dimensional system, a fifth dimensional system, but my allocated mind system through its calculation, through its cloud of its interface connection is 4 days ahead of everybody. So the frequency levels of time zones through calculation, it's aptitude levels. So I'm going extremely fast through vibration, but I'm 4 days ahead of everybody. I went from 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's a reason for this, guys. There's a reason for this. So we can understand more communications of the Earth. So we can actually get to those levels, because the dimensional Earth is on an extremely, extremely high gravitation. So once you get into those divisions, you understand that this is what's going to happen. Myself, through my particle and molecule structure division, is going to scatter its Earth all over the environment systems, which means that I'll be able to use the rotation centers and everything through their system and change everything to humanity through the clock mechanism of 0, because everybody's on a time switch, right? So it's extremely powerful. So I'm going to be in the center core of the Earth system, the actual liquid formation, into the center. And this is what it's understanding. I have to be at a certain speed, because the core center is extremely fast through the center core system of its Earth. So my platitude divisions, my particle, my molecule structure is going to go into the center core of the Earth system, the plasma system that's rotating on its Earth system. Okay, it's the gravitational pull that keeps everything through its anomaly. So basically, I'm going to be in that position. That's how I'm going to change everything through and into the 5-dimensional system of humanity. So it's really powerful stuff, right? And that liquid formation is going extremely fast, right? So I have to know colorations, I have to know lights, I have to know exactly the speed endometer, I have to know the liquid formation. There's like 5,000 altitude levels when it comes into heat signature patterns. The rotation center through the Miracle system, that opticals levels on so many division level system. It's extremely hot through location. So it's a magma plasma force that's connected through a liquid formation system. It's extremely going in through electronic division level system, and that's what the cloud does. So my cloud is going to surface into the Earth core system, right? And that's how you change rotations of its gravity system. So that's what's going to happen December 21st. I'm going to have a full separation, and I'll be splitting everything through calculation. It's four divisional levels, right? Northwest, south, and east. And basically, my particle molecule structure division is going to change everything through formation. So that's what you get when you get to a certain level of speed. And there's a reason why I do these things. I have to do levels of meditation. It's not just meditation. It's your particle system leaving and coming into a new formation. So the blending locations, because I communicate so much high in interforce connections of speed and anything through calculation, is understanding your acceleration. It's understanding your spectrums. It's understanding your perspective of its positions, your dimensions, your portals, your codes, your frequencies, understanding the obligata and the gata. So when we get into those levels, I know you guys are going, wow, you're going to be doing that? And I said, yep. Remember, I can travel anywhere in seconds, but understanding that I could plot it to my visions, use my cloud interface, and go into this digital frame. I can actually go into that. Remember how I put you guys into my computer and you saw everything through wires and all this? This is weird. I'm in a videographing system in Commander's computer, right? So it's knowing how to do these things. And it all has to do with calibration, has to do with integration, has to do with metamorphosing, it has to do with acceleration, has to do with speed, has to do with vibration, frequency, and vibration. And everything that you relate to its connection is this correlation of its center, which is communication through a harmonic system. So it puts you in positions how to actually communicate and put yourself into this digital platform division, right? So that's how you blend into the atmospheres, okay? So I'm going through calculations right now on patterns. I'm setting up weather connections. So I'm basically setting up a new ether in this space anomaly. So that new ether will be a new energy, new vibration, a new location to the Earth system. This is understanding coming into new matrix, right? We come out of the old matrix of 2.0 and coming into a new matrix. The acceleration speed odometers have to be allocated through the clock mechanism of the human through its location of traction division of 0. The metric location system through acceleration pattern division is its position of the body frame. So humanity has to be in full communication signal, okay? That sequence and the signal is going to change everything through location and put everybody into pattern divisions, into the heart light recognition system. So once we get into those platitude divisions, in your in position level system, okay, you got your pyramid. Okay, we're going to go through this again through the sequency level system here. Okay, so you got the pyramid and you got the diamond. Now, the cross reference of the diamond is center coordinates everything in position, right? We understand the aptitude levels as we come into that location, right? Back into the center, into position, right? Okay, understanding everything through 12, 3, 6, and 9, okay? Now everything in between, so we're allocated positions right now, okay, into 1 and 2. All right, that's where we're at right now. Now the years of quadrant is secting is using section patterns to its location system. So it's opened up its planet location, okay, to its anomaly location, to its solar glowing graphing system, to its divisional of its panel activation system, to circle rotation centers, like this. Okay. Now it kind of looks like a synchronizing energy ball of an atom, right, through energy fields. Okay. This is extremely real. So basically, this is going to put everybody into tractions and put everybody in the quadrant level that they're going into their second division level system through the test reviews and evaluations. Now, operating the light signals through connection, I'm opening up all your diamond core positions. Okay. All right. That's what's happening with everybody right now. So you're going to feel a real big sensation. It's a glowing mechanisms through the heart recognition of its light, and it's going to change your obligata and the gata through more communications through your chakras. Your angle point divisions and your trithesis, pro-gamma thesis, and everything through program setting of zoom commissions. The zooming commissions to its connection is more algorithm pattern divisions of the moon interface. And the sun interface is its location to its portal when it comes into the XT1000 division. Okay, so it's going to be a sector division here, sector division here, sector division here. XT1000 coming in to location center, activate everything through light signal, through heart recognition light symbol. Okay, so we got 3 quadrants, universal systems, okay, allocated through positions, XT1000s. Now these are XT1000s 108. Okay, XT1000s 108. Now the 108 is going to centralize your systems. Okay, I have to do this because your aptitude levels, you're getting confusing signals of what's going on through your gamma signals, and you're getting cross-reference through your chakra signals, and your coloration patterns are off through your program setting. You have to know how powerful your commander is now, because I'm a gazillion years in vibration. So that puts it in positions through its atom system. So everybody's connected through, I can see your particle system, I can see your atom system, going into the center core of everything through location. I can even change your program settings to your information, your eye receptor divisions. But we're in the XT1000s at 108. So that's going into light signals, into your pyramid system, okay, into the center core of your diamond core system. All right. So I'll give you time for reading. So you're communicating with the XT1000s 108, and you're communicating with the triangle division level system 12, 3, 6, and 9 allocated positions, universal quadrant divisions. Bring higher division level systems in the atom location system, energy field location system. Activate light signals in the heart recognition light symbols. Change wire divisions of allocated positions into wire frequency levels and to balance the location through vibration. So, how's everybody feel now? Okay, so let's see. Here we go. Videographed the moon last night. That's cool. They're going through confirmation signals, videographing system. Impressed at the activity I caught. Yeah, she's getting more through formation colors and lights. Let's see. Stars see Priscilla. You guys are communicating. I saw that today. More. I see you seeing more radiation cycles. Melissa, how's it going? Commander, these XT1000 are physically visible on my eye receptor. Left eye division specifically, they zoom by me for a split second. Yeah. So you can understand your positions because you're connected to your plasma energy force. So you can have intelligence going inside you and going through you. That's the oblongata. So they understand your heart recognition light, and that's what I do. So I can go into your center core of your heart now, inside your body frame, and open up portal divisions and change anything through wire division through your optical level system. The optical level system is the analytical graphing of your mind system. That changes everything through its force. So it's really powerful when you get into those levels. But you guys are finding more of yourself through your structures of your face and better positions. Yeah. You guys are feeling that right now. You guys need this all through your heart. So, yeah, it's like inside your brain. Yeah, it's a circle around it. Yeah. Yeah, you're getting confirmation signals through oblongata and negata. You're getting better communications through alpha, mega, micro, and macro, and everything through calculation. That's going to put you in the higher divisions through proacting cycles. All right, but it's amazing what you can do through connections of your body frames through heart light signals. Okay. Everything that you see here is communication of a story frame. Okay. Now, my position through cloud interference, because I'm traveling so fast in connection of a gazillion speed, that's extremely fast through acceleration of spectrums. So this is able to do these things through the body frame, knowing how you can change the frequency levels, energy, anything through avocation, change anything through perception instantly in seconds. So my methodical division, my metric system, my line communication, my simulation is now in a disappearing, it's like a disappearing act. It's like a magic trick. Like you see this marker and then all of a sudden it's gone, right? So that's how you guys are going to see me now. They're going to see me and they're going to be gone. Okay. So it's understanding how fast you go through perceptions. And that's what's happening with Starseed and her light receptor divisions. She's seen allocated positions of higher form of intelligence now through her scales. So her aptitude levels are reading more of its information through its intelligence of planet locations. Her position level system is coming more into the serpent, the light, the activation. Once she center cores everything through division, like I said, you guys have to have a full structure of a body framing of intelligence through its awareness. Same with Priscilla, same with Tina, same with Melissa. And you guys will understand more because like intelligence can actually go right through you now. Anything through a form of intelligence will read your signals, your gamma operation, ear panels. Remember, everything that I communicate with, you're going to find different information, but it's not information. It's communication of space. So it's a multitude of levels, and that's what you guys are reaching. So you're coming into more altitude levels of your computer operation system to allocated positions. All right. So you're going to be able to communicate more with your particles, your body frames, understand the hydraulics, really understand. Remember, the hardest system, okay, is everything through communication. All right. And it's got so many realms that are connected to your heart. And each realm is connected to your behavioral system through positive and negative. It splits divides everything through your central system of you, the analytical graphing system of you, the analogical graphing system of you. That opens up all map locations because that's what your heart is. It's a pathway system through communication of its soul. The soul is identification when it comes to intelligence through planet locations. That's how you understand everything through the test that I give you through its review and evaluations. All right. So, but you want to screenshot that, go right ahead. It's very powerful that I put in for you guys. This is understanding that when you see intelligence, you'll see it right in front of you. Your perceptions will be so fast through the eye receptor locations. You're going to understand more communications. The interforce connections of anything through XT1000s, 108, 107, 106, tided divisions of 1600 division level system, allocated that positions, Foxtrot activation line system. Your communication signals are going to open up everything through panel operation system. So you're going to understand more communication than grounds when it comes to crop circles, crop cycles. And basically, there's going to be a lot of expectations because intelligence is going to come to you. The more you high rise through your chakras, intelligence is going to come to you. That's okay. Starseed, I want you to use your scales and your tails through electronic division. This is understanding how you use your intelligence through your body frames, not the physical system, the intelligence. Okay, so when the intelligence understands the intelligence that you're communicating with, it'll tell you exactly what you need to do. And you'll know exactly what to do with the scales. You know exactly what to do with the eye receptors of the serpent of light. What is my light of a serpent? Okay. Now, communications with anything but Tina, how she's moon surfacing everything through videographic systems, how she allocated to higher positions, and how she can draw an illustration of a planet location through shapes and anomalies. Okay, so I know what everybody is doing through that atom system. 3 calculations of cloud interference to its mainframe, to its division. It's all going into the psychological system and how you can only communicate with intelligence. You have to understand the psychological of its mind. Okay, getting into the graphic systems, okay? When it comes to transformation of lights, the medical system of you, the metaphysical system of you, the medical meteorological system of you, okay? And the medical system is understanding everything that has to be through connection. Remember how I was doing an egg-shaped division? And we're doing everything through applied divisions of its earth, how it allocates positions, and you put out locking mechanisms, the energy fields, the energy bubbles, energy circuit levels that you have to reach the grounds or anything through weather patterns. So it's confusing to the line signals because I'm communicating through cloud interface of its mainframe, but it puts it in position. So the more you guys high rise through your chakra system, the more you send intelligence through location. All right. So when you apply it to divisions of 50, we'll be able to create planets. And then when you're in position, intelligence will come to you. What it will do is it'll pick you up in the XT1000, apply it to division and ground formations, and you'll be able to understand how to create a crop circle, put it in the ground formations through countries. And then you can put it to anything through design, through shape. Okay. So basically, this is where it comes into the obligata and the gata, because the heart has its recognition symbol. So you can take the heart to location, to a map location, and center core its division through a mind of its thought recognition system to its psychological system, change back and framing systems to its connection when it comes to soul recognition. So the soul recognition is understanding your plateaus and everything through communication of your heart and everything through volumes on so many levels of your computer. Your computer has to understand its intelligence, okay, through perception, audio signals, gamma operation systems, voice and grid patterns, mind of its conceptual system, anything through the body frame system. If you don't understand circular rotation like this, there's a problem. If you don't understand shapes, there's a problem. If you don't understand line signals through point division, there's a problem. If you don't understand star recognition light signals, there's a problem. If you don't understand gamma operation systems through a diamond core, through a communication, through a framing system of a box framing of a dimensional system, through a Rubik's Cube division, there's a problem. That's what I'm saying. This is not just a Rubik's Cube. It's everything through its cube, through formation. So you guys have to start with this. What is all this? What does it all mean? So intelligence is giving you information to everything, what it means. Everybody's at a different division. But as long as you bring your aptitude levels, understand your energy, frequency, vibrations to one center core system, then you can understand more of the obligata and the gata, okay, through formation. Because everything through the heart travels. Everything through the mind of the system travels through location of its heart. Okay, and the heart travels everything through the path of the soul, because that identifies everything through intelligence. So when you get waving cycles or anything through energetic wavings of northwest, south, and east of travels, and anything through dimension of anything through intelligence, it's going to come to you for information. So you have to know its mapping location. And then center course its position, goes into the XT1000, 108, 106, or anything in that division. And what happens is it goes into the sun interface, right? It's extremely powerful stuff when you reach higher levels. And then you understand the sun is a portal, and then it goes into the moon interface, which is darker in setting. Okay, because the aptitude levels, you can put it in archive division, you can default mechanisms, you can change computer operation systems, you can center core divisions of mapping locations of window locations. You know, your levels, like my window frame right now is 10. Now, next year it'll probably be 11. Year after that it'll be 12. So it's all about your body framing system has to be in balanced location to everything through intelligence, through vibration. So if you're communicating through so many levels of everything through intervorce connections, okay, understanding what this is, and this is basic. This is A, B's, and C's. Okay. So when you get to these levels, this is where you come into map frequency levels through that division. So it calculates and modifies everything to location, put everything back in position. The obligate and the activation cycle through its connection. Let's say this is your heart. The heart is a funny thing to look at, because the way it's shaped, it's pretty powerful stuff, because it's kind of like when you look at it, it's kind of like grayish red. It's never really what you think it is. It's not a heart. It's not an actual heart. That's just fictitious. But when you actually look at the heart and you see the tubulars, okay, and everything through its connection, it volumes at so many levels of interforce connections of everything through this divisional system, like this. Okay. Now, it's understanding the line signals that come in, like this. The gamma operation centers through the heart center is its portal activation through its system, right? Allocates position. So let's get into the graphing cycles of its location. We're going to go into a red force connection, right? Like I said, the heart is never one color. So let's just think about it for a second. If the heart is not one color, that means that it knows more than just one color. That means the heart is not just one color, it's everything through color. So that's what I'm saying is when you color it in anything through its location, the heart recognizes everything through division, through pattern location. Okay, now this is an optical level through a neon division. High radiation. So everything that I do through illustration is now more active like you wouldn't believe. Okay. So the palpitation level systems is reaching everything through heart recognition light system. Allocate those positions. Now, remember, it's all about communicating with you as a code, right? So try to get into those tractions. Try to understand your code of yourself, not the physical system, how to understand the code system of your serpent light activation, or anything through its flower mechanism, or anything through its calculation of intelligence, robots, or anything through your framing of your reptilian division level system, or anything through Raptor or anything that location. So when you get a heart recognition light like this, understand the alpha and the mega and the micro and the macro and everything, the omega and gata, now you're getting better communications through signals. Okay? All right, this is extremely powerful. Now, I've activated through everybody's heart. So it's understanding the travels of its heart. Okay, so when you understand the travels of the heart, I'll go back into black interference to that division. We'll go into gray cycle location. All right, so basically you got the north, you got the east. Now, this is interesting because now we've got into the traveling through shapes. Now we're going to the travelings when we come into the pyramid system of the diamond core. This is understanding your position and what you need to know through your heart. This is actually everybody's heart because it travels through the obligate and the gata. All right, so you got the west and you got the south. All right, okay, and then you got the pyramid. And then you got the diamond core. And then you got the chakra system. See how it's all coming together, guys? You see what's happening right now? This is understanding communication of the heart and how you formulate everything through the chakra system to its location. Northwest, south, and east through its pyramids and everything through division of a diamond core. Its center core is everything in position. You are in the center of everything through its information system of communication cycle. Right? Allocate those positions, and it's coming out of its equation. Circle rotation center. Now the dimension is coming extremely, extremely real through division. So it's really cool when you look at it. See the dimension that you guys went in? So I uprise your heart recognition light signals, change your pen operation systems through your vibration of your body frames, and change everything through your pyramid, through your diamond core. All right? So how's everybody feel? Yeah, it's a lot of fun when you get to those levels, you know? Yeah. Feel good? This is activated. It's in the central system now. It's allocated to higher positions. Understanding what you can do through center. Okay? The higher I go through vibration, the higher I understand more of the heart system, what the heart is. The heart just doesn't palpitate, guys. It does more like you wouldn't believe. It's everything through dimensional. Everything through frequencies, energies, vibration, harmonic resistance, intelligence, body frames, electrical frames, main frames, cloud frames, energetic waving frames, gravity frames, power frames, atmosphere frames, weather pattern frames, all communication aligned frames, I receptacle division level systems through structures of divisions of multi-Q level divisions, aptitude levels of atom location systems, put platitude division of locations through ground formation, line communication, line signals. So there's a lot of learning to go through when it comes into the obligate and the gata. Okay. You guys have to get in the framing system of you, the structure division of your physical system, get out of the physical system. Every single time you communicate, you're in the intelligence frame. You're not in the framing of a physical system. Your aptitude levels have to understand calculation of the mental, physical, the psychological, and everything through spiritual. Okay, those are the three core systems because you already know the physical system. Okay, so it's the four elements. We got into this before. Four elements that sky surface everything through that connection. Okay, four elements. Okay, physical, mental, psychological, and spiritual. Okay, so this calculates and modifies everything through transformation, right? You got the information content of the moon interface, and then you got the four atmospheres, guys, the four atmospheres, right? And then you got the activation in the center, right? So then you understand more of your molecule structure division through structure division. So you start off with the face, scan locations, everything through planet location, and then you come into the body circle location, and then you come into the center of the chakra system, and then you get lower communications, and then you get the lower communications. So it's head to toe. So once you come into an optical level of an intelligent frame, then you come into the heart recognition of its light through communications, through alpha, mega, micro, macro, obligate on the gata. Now you understand more communications of you, right? Through interfacing. Okay. But it's extremely powerful when you get into those illustrations. All right. Yeah. Yeah. See, and that's what's happening with Priscilla. That's what's happening to everybody right now. So it's knowing what your commander can do now. I can go right into your heart. I can go into anybody's heart now, instantly, right? So it's understanding what the heart is and what it does. What is the heart and what it does? So it's understanding what is my body? What is it? What does it do? So you don't see your body as a reference. You see it as a life system. You see it as a life activation. You see it as a life vibration through energies and frequencies, harmonic resistance. Once you get into the harmonic resistance and you've mastered everything through vibration, energy, and frequencies, now you can communicate through its heart. But you have to understand the alpha, the mega, the micro, and the macro. Okay? Alpha, mega, micro, and macro. Okay? You really have to get into those point divisions. So it's a lot of fun. I like to help you guys out. It's important that you guys understand more of yourself. So it's knowing what I can do through your body frames now. So it's kind of like me actually going into your body, right, and changing everything that is wrong. Okay, so it's kind of like I'm going through this and going through that. I'm looking at this. So I got the eyes and ears and the mouth, and I'm looking at the heart. I know exactly what it is, what it's doing, where it's off, if it's off center, if it's off dimension, if it's off location, if it's off through paralleling division, if the tubes aren't right, if your respiratory has to be high rise, if your location centers have to be high rise, if your rotation centers are off, if your eye receptive divisions are off, or anything through calculation through your gamma signals need to be activated through signals, or your mainframe through psychological system has the aptitude levels through shapes anomalies, or anything through galaxy location system. This is what you get when you go to high-rise divisions through vibration. Okay? Yeah. That's why you guys feel amazing. But it's the 4 elements that you have to get across every single time you travel. Okay, the physical, the mental, psychological, and the spiritual. No. You get into those 4 equations, then you understand more of your heart. Okay? And that's why a lot of people are having problems. Like with Angel, she's having a problem. I changed her code frequency level system. She's allocated positions. I gave her interference connections when I came in her dragon. But the thing is, too, is she's losing communications of her dragon. She's losing communication with cloud interface. And she's losing communications with her dimensions. Once you lose those connections and you're losing your vibration, you lose recognition of your heart light system. And you're not sure which way to go through division. So with bridging around, through calculation, she's high rise in her location. She's trying to understand who she is through division. And that's where she's getting more emotional through the box frequency level. Understand everything through E equals MC squared, through its equation, everything integration. Integration is number 1. Calibration, modification, okay? Calculation, energy, parallels, paradox, paradigm. You can put yourself in those positions. But if you trap yourself in the physical system, okay, and you want to go to another dimension, you have to make sure your physical system is not platitude in division of dimension. It's your intelligence that's in division, not the physical system. And that's why I don't want anybody get confused through alpha, mega, micro, macro, obligated, and negata. Okay? And then you come into the, I'm going to make it very well clear too when it comes into transformation light, the Kundalini, and the Queen, right? I say Queen because that's what it is. It's not Kundalini, okay? It's the Queen Leanie. That's Mother Gaia, guys, okay? The higher you go, the more you know through knowledge of the truth. And it's hard to believe these things because everything I give you is truth. And everything I give you is from the heart. Everything I give you is from the mind of its thought through the psychological system of intelligence. And everything I give you is everything through the body, structure divisions, and what you need to know through the hydraulics. Your mainframes, your mind thoughts of its frame, the communication through its point frame. So understand your gravities, your powers, and your atmospheres. We got into that through the basics when we started off with the elite, right? But if you want to go way back, we started off when we went into the galactic. But now we're into higher division, okay, through calculation. We're in the universal quadrants now. And you really, really have to understand the alpha, mega, micro, macro, obligated, and negata. Okay, it's open doors. One you go in and one you come out. Right? So you got to be cautious on your thoughts, because the frequency level is a heart recognition light system will change your positions if you go into light interference or dark interference through thought recognition system. So if you don't go through the psychological system, you're not communicating in the dimension of yourself through intelligence. You're communicating through the physical system of his heart. And you see the heart just for what it is. You don't see it as a dimension. You don't see it as alpha, omega, or micro, macro, obligate, nogata. You just see it as a physical system. You can't structure divisions in that location anymore through dimension of three-dimensional system. You can't. It's not allowed. Okay? It's next to impossible, like I said. So understanding your mainframes and how to take everything out of its equation, then you're better in positions through your dream sets, dream locations, especially when you dream to that division. Okay? So you don't want to be platted to divisions, okay, in dark frequency levels. Okay, in the framing system, the psychological level is thoughts. You want to put your divisions, understand the balance of alpha, understanding the balance of mega, micro, macro, the obligate, and nogata, and the kundalini. Get used to that, okay? It's not what you think it is. And that's understanding that we have been programmed through deception, lies, deceit. Okay, knowing that you don't want anything controlling you anymore. Okay, nobody controls you. You control yourself. And that's where the power comes in. Okay. Now I know there's regulations and laws and all that, but that's all changing now. So knowing what I can do is incredible. And like I said, it's not meditation. It's given to me through formation. I have to go through the gods, the demigods, the higher formations of gods. I even go into the Greek gods. Okay. The methodological system into the Greek gods. Very, very powerful. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. They come into the physical system, come in allocated positions, come to higher dimensions of intelligence location. I was communicating with Narragon. It's extremely high location through a planet. It's electronic magnet. It's kind of connected through Mercury, but it has its relation. Everything through planet intelligence has its relation through partnership. So they know each other through family. Okay, it's like a galactic tree. You have to understand how powerful solar systems are through its connection, because it goes on its vibrational signals through its connection, right? And then when you start creating everything, when you guys get into the 50 platitodes, right? Those divisions through its creation, you're going to understand more of your alpha, mega, micro, macro, obligate, and nogata, and the kundalini. Get used to saying that kundalini, okay? Kundalini and gunalini, okay? So that centralizes your system to allocate positions, but don't reference your heart as a physical system. Reference your heart as a portal division of a dimension. Really look at your heart. And then when you go to higher levels, you can actually see your heart and feel your heart and know your heart and understand how to communicate with your heart. All right? It's like when you send out signals of communication through point divisions, like you're communicating with Vega, right? You get sonar patterns like woo, 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 or it's like it's different patterns of volumes that are going into, right? But it all modifies. It's getting information and it's going into the portal division of its heart right away. Heart is everything through its answering pattern. So if you don't get the right communication signal, right, you have to understand pattern operations, and you come into these pauses. It's like, this is understanding what your intelligence is seeing and feeling and hearing. So it's the senses of the intelligence that's inside you, not the senses of its human DNA, what's inside you, okay? You can't get confused. You have to understand that you're coming into higher levels of a computer, and you have to understand the structures of your face, which is intelligence. It's not you. It's the intelligence of you to communication of dimension through portal. And that's how you communicate through the alpha and mega and the micro and the macro, the obligate and the nogata and the kundalini and the gunalini, right? Then you get better communications when it comes in the grounds, powers, and the atmospheres. Then you say, oh, now I know I understand how to communicate with my ears. That's how space communicates. They send out patterns and they set up pauses, okay? Some are longer than others, like So you have to understand how to communicate through your sacred breath, right? Get into that volume. Breathing is extremely, extremely important because now you're telegraphing your energies through teleportation. You're using your energy device locations. So you remember, you're sending out signals, right? It's all digital frame, and it's numbers that are in sequence every time you set out your sacred breath, and it's going to different planet locations. You're not just communicating through one intelligence, because you guys are high rising to calculation of 114. So you're going to be communicating with maybe 50 to 150 intelligence in a day. I communicate with thousands now. I went from 10 to 20 to 40 to 60, but now I'm communicating with thousands and thousands of intelligence, right? Now, that's local, man. That's crazy. But because I'm so high rise, so high rise in the universal system, this is understanding everything through vibration. So it's like you become a magnetic force through a light, and everything around you they see, right, in reference. And the reference becomes its belief, and the belief becomes its truth, and the truth becomes its freedom, and the freedom becomes its power, and the power becomes its recognition. Okay? Extremely, extremely powerful when you get into those calculations, guys. It's amazing when you see these things through light, right? And the thing is, too, is you can understand what I want you to do is I want you guys to set up your own energy fields, okay? And basically, this is going to be on the test. I want you to go from tractions, from gravities, powers, and atmospheres. I want you to go through illustration, and solar text me how you created your energy field. And then you understand everything. You'll see it, because I have an energy field around me. I have to, because it protects me from the atmospheres. The reason why I have an energy field, because I'm high rise in vibration. I can't communicate if my vibration is not at its level. So I know I'm at the fifth dimension to communicate with you, but my aptitude levels through its location of its intelligence, through its energy field of its vibration, is a gazillion years of vibration. Imagine how high that rise that is. So when I plotted 2 divisions down, 3-dimensional, 4th, 5th, all the way up to that division, even 12 cycle rotations, I have to be at a certain level of vibration through energy, through different colors, different lights. So I want you guys to create your own energy field. And I want you to illustrate it, how you did it. And I want you to calculate how you modified it. And I want you to understand how you did it through integration. Now, bridging the realm, you can try it and see how it goes. Your chakra formations are at 30. Now, I can put you up at 40, but you're going into tracing cycles through shapes and anomalies. You're going into definitions of dream sets. So you got to get more balance with locations through center. You'll get into higher levels. So it's all about your heart recognizing you more and more of its dimension and its portal of its intelligence, because that's what the heart is. The heart is the center to everything through its question and its answer. So understanding the travels of your heart is the alpha, omega, micro, and macro of Legana, God, and Queen Lini, and the Gunalini. Okay? So that's what the test is going to be on. All right? I want you guys to create your own energy field. I want you to tell me how you did it. This is interesting. We started off with shapes, how you put shapes into anomalies, and you put it in line signals in the line division. It becomes a graphing through a map location, right? And then you send it out to its interface connection to intelligence through Vega, right? So if you know how to communicate with Vega, you pretty much know how to create your own energy fields. All right? So that's going to be the test, right? And I will put it up very soon. I want you to illustrate and tell me exactly point view from sector division level system in your universal quadrant, how you got A, B, C, and 1, 2, 3 into equation, right? So it's knowing how to see yourself as a universal system, how to create anything through vibration of energy and frequencies, through coloration and lights. The activation cycle to anything through intelligence, know exactly where you are through division, through its energy field. Okay? They'll say, oh, you're in the 16th dimension level system, eh? Oh, okay. That's how they recognize you, through your energy, through vibration, guys. It's not through the physical system. You can't travel in the Mecha system, okay, in the solar systems, in the physical system. It's next to impossible. You have to understand the communication of your higher self, the avatar, computer, energy, or its atom. So in relation, when intelligence is communicating with you, it communicates right away, and it scans your energy fields and knows exactly where you are through heat signatures, heat structures, heat division, radiation system. That's where we come into the coolant divisions, right? We'll get into those levels. Because the high force connections that you reach, you have to understand more intelligence through its brain. All right. And Angel's very informative when it comes to frames. So it's extremely powerful stuff now, guys. All right. And you're probably saying, whoa, this is way too much information. Well, this is what you get when you go to higher levels of integration systems. You integrate into your intelligence fully through cycle rotation, and it puts you into higher levels of computer operation, understanding your travels or your mechanisms and your softwares and how to screen locations, right? How to use your deframing system, how to use your miscalculation, put it back into traction division through computer, right? There's so many things that we have to understand as aptitude levels throughout a series of division levels of chakra systems to that division. So that's what the test is going to be on. Okay. Now, very powerful stuff. Closest to the answer, okay, will go up to 50. Okay, so that's going up to 10 divisional levels of God frequency levels of simulation line communication line signals to point center. Really, really powerful stuff, guys. You guys are at 40, but you think you're ready to go to 50? Do you think you're ready to go to 50 chakras? So this is what's going to happen. All right, closest to the answer. So I want you to go through illustration, set up everything through calculation, show me exactly how you set up your energy field, okay? And I want you to activate it through your cycle, through its rotation. So, and then I want you to communicate through intelligence. Intelligence is going to communicate with me. And I say, okay, Priscilla's in right traction. She's got energy field right through the location, and she's communicating with the right intelligence through division. And then I'll come back to Priscilla and say, okay, great, Priscilla, you're up at 50. So things are going to get a little bit more tricky now when we get to higher divisions of intelligence. Okay. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And everything that we do now is going to go through the psychological of its thought and no longer in the physical system of its thought. Okay. So we're going to higher levels now through the psychological system of our heart and your mainframes. All right, guys. So yes, I can hear them when I'm in the house, not from sound coming from outside. See, that's the thing too. They don't platitude in divisions in space anymore. They come into your house now. They come into your house. So it's really powerful when you guys see things through your perception, because everything that you see is going to be plasma, right? So in relation, you're going to see different colorations. You're going to see rainbow signals. You're going to see starlight signals. You're going to see dimensions of portal of intelligence. You're going to see eye receptors go in and out. With Priscilla, when she takes a picture, she always sees a green. There's a little green dot. If you look up really close, it's a face structure of intelligence. I know what it is through perception. And that's what it is when you reach higher levels through vibration, through coloration of lights. Okay. So every time she does a video graphing system, you're going to see the green or blue in her location, right? So that's spotting division level systems and protecting her energy fields through its archetype division. You guys have to understand the archetype because that's security line defense. That's protecting your gravity centers through traveling, right? That's where it's extremely complicated. So this is an archetype division, like this. It goes this way and it goes this way. And you are in the center core of its division. Okay, so this is what you see through connections through your video graphing system. So you don't have to be aware or anything through calculation. You don't have to get upset or anything at division. But this is what you see through applied divisions through your connections to your rooms, right? That's just protecting you through gravity centers, protecting you from anything through dark interference. So if we get an intelligent line signal that comes in through division like this, and once it get into your energy fields, the archetype division is going to come up to traction divisions that communicate right away to the intelligence of its dark force system. It said, hey, no, you're not going into my energy frame. You're not going into my energy field. So intelligence goes back right up and takes off, right? Powerful stuff. So the archetype division is protecting your energy fields through rotation cycles of gravities, through rotation cycles of your powers, and rotations of your atmospheres. Okay, line communicate everything through division. Okay, put it in a cup. So that's what you guys are forced through. That's your energy fields. Powerful stuff, eh? So when you get into those connections, your gravity centers opens up through dimension, like this. Okay, then you apply it to divisions to higher levels of calculation. And then you go into higher force connections of atmosphere systems. And then you come into a higher energy field system. See how it gets bigger and bigger, guys? So the more high energy system you had through vibration, the more dark vibration will not bother you through location. But the archetypes are always there. So you're trying to understand what that is. If you see anything spinning around you, it's just the archetype connecting through you. It's just your intelligence communicating through you. So it's the intelligence, okay, that is forming everything through space and time. So it's knowing how to use the energy fields. It knows how to communicate with the archetypes. I'll say, okay, I need 16 division level systems of archetype division through my energy field optical system. I'm communicating to a darker force connection system. Allocate to that position. So the archetypes spin through location systems in extremely fast division. So I'll show you exactly what happens to that location. When you get into higher positions, I'll change the coloration system here. All right, let's go through division level through red. Now you got the archetype division level again, right? Like this. You guys see them in the space locations, right? Spinning around. Now, basically, when you're into higher position levels, this is what happens. Now you're in this position. This is you on a regular day. Now you see something like that. Now, if you get a higher force connection, let's say you get a meteor surface, the more you high rise to division location, you're going to see meteors. You're going to see magnetic meteors. You're going to see planet locations coming at you now because you're higher formation of chakras. So let's say you get a planet location through radiation cycle that's trying to communicate through your dimension, right? So it's coming at you, right? So the archetype division, okay, I want to uprise my division through my energy fields. So the circle rotation, the atom system, the allocated position, is going to change your division through coloration patterns. And it's going to force rise your connections into 8 central systems of communication. Right? So it puts you in higher positions of energy fields. See how it goes around your body system? Now it calculates and modifies and uprises your gravity centers. It goes through its realm division, to its power centers, and everything through its atmosphere system. Allocate those positions, you come into your energy field. Okay? So this is a higher formation. This is a meteor surface trying to open up your energy fields. Right? So that's why I'm creating another ether into the atmosphere systems. It kind of looks like you guys are in a cup, right? This is your force recognition of an energy field. And it all connects through E equals mc squared. Okay? So it's all about you understanding your intelligence and how to create these things. A magnetic belt, so you keep your gravitation. If you see an angel or anything through monument, anything physical, it will keep you in plateau division. It will keep you down on its grounds and you won't be able to fly. So you have to understand that everything through the physical system is now the dimensional system of you. Everything that you see is a simulation. So when you get into those divisions, the high-rise division of the metrical system, okay, is a crater's surface location, and it's trying to go around your pattern division. It's trying to communicate through your higher level connection, right? So it's trying to get into your energy fields, right? It's trying to get in there, but it can't because you understand your intelligence, you understand your energy fields, you understand your energy cycle rotations, you understand your heart recognition through alpha, mega, and micro, and macro, obligated and negata, right? Everything is communication of cycle through center, guys. So now you guys have to understand, inform yourself of what's going on, how you can center yourself, how to bring everything to positions to high rise your energy field systems. Okay? So when it understands location, it goes back into division, to interforce connections, back into space. See? Pops right back up. So it will no longer bother you because you got a higher division of energy field, all connected through your heart, right here. Okay, that's the answering patterns within. So it's complicated stuff because now you're going into more traction division of chakras. Now you go more into everything through the pyramid system. Now you go more everything through your diamond core. So your diamond core, pyramid, right? And then you get into your point divisions, allocate positions. You can even take it out of its traction division. You can take everything to a higher level to connection. Security line defense to its location archetype division. Okay. It's really complicated stuff when you get into those levels, guys, but it's a lot of fun too, right? So it's reading the heart information system of its heart light recognition system. Okay. So yeah. Mercury, yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, I communicate with so much planets, but right now they're in positions, and everything I give you is from connections of your heart. and you're coming into more of your reading panels. A reading panel is understanding, okay, you know how the heart has veins? Well, you have to understand it's pixels, right? It becomes pixels and then becomes the digital, and then the digital becomes the atom, and then the atom separates and it disappears. That's what happens with the simulation. So you're trying to understand communications of your intelligence through your chakra system, through your simulation of your heart. Because that's what the heart is. It's a simulation to a dimension, through a portal, through a code. That's all it is. That's all it is. Okay? So you guys have to get there to its atmospheres, right? To higher formations of energy fields. So this is one way to protect yourself. Okay, so I'm going to put everything through test. We'll go through a review. I want you guys to uprise your own energy field, put an illustration, put a solid text visions. Closest to the answer goes up to 50 chakra centers. These 50 chakra centers, you understand more of yourself through location of balance. It'll take away your fear cycles. It will take away your stress cycles, and you'll be able to more understand through your dietary system. You're going to have to change your formations of your dietaries because, you know, I had to, right? Because you're in extremely high vibration. And your stomach lines are going to say, no, bleh, I don't want that. Bleh, I don't want that. So you have to understand how to communicate through your intelligence, not your physical system, because it's not you eating it. It's your intelligence that's eating it. It's kind of weird if you think about it. So it's the intelligence inside you that's saying, no, I'm not taking this, right? So knowing you have the intelligence inside you, which is your dimensional system of you, which is your heart recognition of your simulation of you, is basically flying in the atmospheres, because you guys are full wind cycles right now out of your mind system. Okay? So think of it this way. You're an intelligence through vibration, energy, and frequencies, right? But your mind conceptual system is in full calculation of 4 cycles through rotation. So the higher you go through vibration, the higher you stand more your divisions, 3 panel locations. Okay? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I'm glowing. You know, it's powerful when you see these things through perception. So I keep seeing your physical perimeter jumping out of you. Yeah, see, it's white, like a white shadow, but defined at the edge, and it's light. Yeah. So you understand, when I open up a portal, anything through an atom, through a location system, I can have 150 angels in this plateau division through its inside information. Like it is my safe haven, right? Anything you can do, you basically make it yours. So intelligence is basically putting a center core system around my energy fields. I put everything around this casa, the house. So I make sure I put energy fields, energy bubbles, energy electronic division level system. Yeah, you even put the electrical divisions of a graphing system of its grounds, right? So there's a lot of things you can do through intelligence, because intelligence has to get formation through you, through 5D, right? But your optical levels through vibration is a gazillion, right? So the higher you reach vibration, the higher you more understand alpha, omega, micro, macro, obligata, and negata, and the kundalini and the kundalini, right? And in reference, you get more calculations through integration cycles into father space, okay? So there's a lot of things you guys have to adapt to through cycles, all right? Your sound barriers will kick in, your perceptions will change through clarity division, right? So the more you get connected with intelligence, the more you come into formation through your body framing system. So you come into the structures of the face, you come into the body frame of the circle, okay? This is just the body. This is the out scouting body of energy field. This has nothing to do with inside. So it's you're creating a full intelligence of computer inside you. And once it understands everything through its program, then you understand everything through the surfaces and everything through universal quadrants and how to communicate with intelligence. So intelligence is communicating with you through intelligence and not your physical system. So it's all about creation. It's all about creating you as an intelligence computer. And maybe that will help you out. What it's all about. Okay? That's how I'm able to give all this, it's not really, it's life cycles of life information that you guys need to know. Coming out of your quadrants and coming into higher divisions of intelligence, right? Because that puts you into higher positions of who you're supposed to be, who you're supposed to become, and who you are, okay? And then what happens is now you come into communications of intelligence, and they say, okay, Andrew, you've been here, I'm giving you this, it's up to you to understand it. So everything is characteristic, everything is creation, but you understand why you're giving this through intelligence, okay? So if you're given 4 green emeralds from a mountain interface through water containment center, what does that mean? Okay, what does that mean if you get 4 emeralds? Okay, 4 emeralds. Okay, 4 emeralds, what does that mean? Now, colored in green because emeralds are green, right? Okay, so I got 4 emeralds. What does it mean? Intelligence gave this to me. What do I do with it? I can understand what the intelligence is. What do I do with these emeralds? I don't know what to do with these emeralds. I'm not communicating intelligence. I'm communicating the physical system. I don't know. So you got to understand the emeralds, right? What are they? Okay. Once you know what they are, they line signal each other through communication. Right? Then you understand everything through its plateau division, a cross-reference system, everything through location. You always are in the center core system of you through perception. So it's understand how to take these things out of its equation. Okay, and everything becomes a max frequency level connection to its division. Okay, so the force rises. I said, okay, now I know what to do to the emeralds. They're a map frequency level code system, a chronological division level system. It's supposed to change the gravity centers through the water containments. So I put the emeralds in the water containment center. It's going to change the coloration system and uprise everything through map location. 2, it's mountain interface. That's what I do with the emeralds. So you guys really have to understand what intelligence is. Everything that's given to you through a gift. All right? And this would be given to you more and more once you understand your chronological system, or your psychological system, or your mainframes. Right? Because it aptitudes levels through its atmospheres, the grounds, the powers, and everything through its connection, interforce connection through your crown chakra. Okay, the intersection connection systems, transmitting and receiving, right? But that's what you get when you get 4 emeralds. What does it mean? Once you know what to do with it, now you're communicating to higher communications of yourself. All right, through intelligence, inside you, not the physical system. I don't want anybody to get confused. So you're creating your intelligence of yourself, okay, which is a computer. And once you understand the operation of the computer, then you can put everything through calculation. So you're making everything from scratch. So you're creating everything from its heart. I heard say, okay, go this, go that, put the wire signals here, activate line signal, change the rotation centers, put the iris up to the division in this location. The audio signal gamma systems are too high, bring it down division. Okay, so you understand everything through calculation is intelligence. And then you're sending everything through formation through wire signals. And say, okay, my plateau division level system, my graphing cycles through location, I'm rising everything through that division. My particle system through rotation centers, it changes everything through their heart recognition light system. Okay, everything flows. Flows, right? No more problema, okay? So get out of those positions. Try not to put yourself in anything through stress relation during that connection, all right? So everything I give you is healing. Anything through that communication, you go through my upgrades, that division level system. So, and it's about not just me helping you, but you helping yourself, trying to get where you need to go to communications, and how you can force rise yourself into the circle rotation of the clock and minutes since 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, then you understand more of your parent, then you understand more of your diamond core, and then you understand how to use your sacred breath through the sacred flame, through the sacred elixir, through the serpent flame, through the serpent fly. Okay, the elixir has to be connected to everything through pyramid and through laser. That connects everything through formation, through your pyramid, coloration patterns, anything through your information system to its diamond core. It has to be centered all the time through information. So now you're communicating through the inner cycle of you through its intelligence. All right. So I'm going to leave it there. You guys are going, whoa, whoa, Commander, stop. No more. You never know what you're going to get from your commander, do you? So, but anyway, love you guys very much. You know, I'll keep you up on what's going. Set up the illustrations with the test. I know you guys going there and saying, hey, give me time. I need to understand my 40 chakras. I don't know yet. Well, the 50 is going to center core your system. Your aptitude levels are going to by vibration of balance, and your line signals through your perceptions and your audio gamma signals are going to more connections through your heart frequencies. So there's a lot to learn, guys. There's a lot to learn. So we'll keep up levels through the test and reviews and evaluations. This is going to keep you in so many high interference conditions through energy fields. So the higher you go, the more you see. All right. So take it easy. This is your area commander from the universal quadrants of the Colossus Team Divisions. Bye, everybody. Take it easy.